2 heads are better than 1.
I put this movie off for God knows how long, only to finally cave in to watch it. I watched both movies so that I wouldn't be left in suspense due to the mystery-themed nature of the movie. The Long Halloween is one of Batman's most popular stories and have been used in other Batman adaptations. But believe it or not, I had no idea how the story went. All I knew about the story was that there was a serial killer who killed on the holidays, but I never got around to the part of who actually the killer was. So I was diving into this movie with absolutely no idea who the killer was, which really helped in capturing my attention the whole movie. The movie opens with Bruce Wayne in Carmine Falcone's office as they discuss their family's history and friendship throughout the years. It then proceeds to cut to various snippets of crime in Gotham inserting various comic book strips of the original material. Johnny Viti returns to his room to take a relaxing bath. The door soon opens with a hooded figure who pulls out a .22 caliber pistol with a rubber baby button nipple, acting as a silencer. Shots are fired. Viti dies in his bathtub as the pumpkin head is placed beside the murder weapon. We are then given our title as blood drips down from Viti's lifeless body. Spoiler warning. It's Halloween and Alfred has opened the gates of Wayne Manor in hopes of trick-or-treaters to pay them a visit. Bruce believes that the city has fallen, to which Alfred replies,
"Then we must endeavor to lift it up again, Bruce."
This really took me back to Christopher Nolan's Batman, where Thomas Wayne asks Bruce,
"And why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up."
Hearing this reference got me all giddy inside and nerding out, which makes me kind of think, is this Batman's version of with great power comes great responsibility type motivation? If it was, then awesome. The movie takes its time to show you the lives of its key players, such as Gordon as he spends time with his wife and kids, and Harvey Dent and his relationship with his wife, giving you time to form a bit of connection to them as characters. And not only then pressures Falcone to take revenge for Viti's death as a show of power, but Falcone did not take Anatoly's tone or respect lightly, which unfortunately brought an end to his life. Falcone gave the order for Alberto to leave the room, since they were about to talk business, showing us the state of the relationship between father and son. Alberto Falcone receives snares from his father's peers as he exits the room. Catwoman leads Batman to a warehouse filled with Falcone's money. They were then interrupted by Harvey Dent, who followed them to the warehouse. Harvey has been given an option, either to report the money to the police and have the money returned to Falcone again, or they destroy the money and Falcone loses a whole lot of dirty money. This scene, however innocent, begins to show Harvey's descent into darkness. He wanted to work in the light with full transparency of what he was doing, so Batman offered him the choice of a coin flip. Heads, they burn it. The coin, which was rigged, was all heads. It makes you think, did Bruce know what he was doing? Because no matter what happens, they burned the money. There was no leaving it to chance. It was only one option, which was the option they took. Harvey noticed the double-headed coin as he returns home, stating, 2 heads are better than 1. Another light foreshadowing of what is to come. Harvey returns home as he notices Gilda is nowhere in sight. He soon finds her all by herself on a swing and decides to comfort his wife. Harvey seems to be all caught up in chasing Falcone and barely has any time for his wife, promising her to start a family when everything is over. As he carries her back to the house, it explodes. The explosion of Harvey's house left him bedridden, while Gilda receives all the gifts from well-wishers. One particular gift arrived, but it was addressed to her instead of Harvey, and it was from Carmine Falcone. We then see another cut to Harvey with the light illuminating only half of his face as he lies wide awake. Carmine Falcone and his son Alberto don't see eye to eye. Falcone believes that Alberto going to Harvard made him the sarcastic loser that he is today, due to the snide remarks Alberto is always making, which seriously irritates him. Alberto tries to prove his worth, stating that he was the one who sent the flowers to the Dents in their name. This enrages the Roman, who ensures his son that he will never inherit the family business. Mickey Chan celebrates with his family as he is freed from police custody. The hooded figure makes his way to the restaurant in silence. Shots are fired as the restaurant goes quiet. A pile of bodies lying around and at its center, .22 caliber pistol with a rubber baby button nipple on a bloody Thanksgiving. Batman and Gordon make their way to Julian Gregory Day, also known as the Calendar Man. The Calendar Man was so poised and relaxed being questioned by Gordon and Batman, throwing hints and speculation about who the killer is, from the Roman himself to Harvey Dent, and finally the Joker. The Joker has escaped from Arkham and made his way to Harvey Dent's house. The Joker wants to get in on the action. This scene is important because as he fought with Harvey and pulled the metal weapon on with the baby nip, Harvey asked where he got that from and the Joker replied,
"Why? You're missing one."
The movie so far has been trying to show us Harvey's descent into darkness, and with so many people pointing silent fingers at him for being the holiday killer, such as Calendar Man and the Joker himself, you'll begin to wonder, but that would be too obvious of an answer since all the suspicion is pointing to him, hence trying to deter our attention from the real killer. But he is still not off the hook yet, since we know who Harvey becomes in the future, and the Joker joining the search makes it all too interesting for me since he too wants to find out who the holiday killer is.
No, don't kill me! Not before I find out who Holiday is!
The elusive one who makes your skin crawl each holiday. But on Christmas, it was Falcone's right-hand man. Falcone holds a party on his yacht in the name of raising money for charity. As this is a holiday, there is a bit of uneasiness going around, creating a bit of tension because someone is going to die today and we have no idea who. On Falcone's yacht, he gives a speech where he garnishes Bruce Wayne with praise as his son. Alberto stands beside him trying to mask his sadness with the tears, and at this point you will be thinking, Alberto might be the holiday killer. Well, you wouldn't be wrong. He hates Falcone, he has a motive to kill his father, and Falcone's death means he inherits the kingdom. It has to be, right? Heck, even the Joker alludes to the fact. It's time to take him down. With 5 seconds to New Year, a gun was shot. Alberto Falcone bleeds from his chest as the sound of the gun gets lost into the fireworks. Holiday empties the chamber of the gun on Alberto as he stumbles and falls over the yacht, with its propeller ripping him to shreds. Literally. Bruce makes pursuit, but he quickly makes his way to the boat, fleeing the crime scene, leaving behind a glass of champagne. We are now back to square one. If Alberto wasn't the holiday killer, who is? And who is next? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was quite a doozy to make, and that's why I didn't combine my full thoughts on the video. So if you like this video, give it a like. Let me know who you think the holiday killer is in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to my channel to be alerted when I post the part 2. And never forget, guys, to keep moving forward.
You're missing so many pieces.